Hello, guys. Welcome to another London analysis, London Open analysis. It's not really London Open. I know we are a little bit late, about midday in London here right now. But it's the only time, guys, that I really had time to come here and really speak to you guys. And show you around what we are looking for here at Duarte Capital headquarters here in London. Keep in mind that um, we are looking for traders, guys. Okay, so if you have a little experience or long experience, doesn't really matter. Contact us. Yeah, send us an email, careers at Duarte Capital, because we are looking for traders. We are looking to allocate capital for those that are passionate for the market, looking for opportunities. So if you are looking for something like this, please let us know. We might work together. um, Okay, so anyway, guys, so going to the market here, and let's start our analysis. And as you can see from yesterday and today, we are pretty much going up on the dollar on the intraday. If I go to the 4 hour here, maybe in more detail, you can see here this move up. Since the Friday close, we opened up with a gap, came down, pretty much filled the gap, and then straight away went up. So let's keep things basic here and very straightforward. What I'm looking at here is this 97.85, and the reason is because of this low, second low, third low, and it's just above the 100 moving average on the daily too. For me, that is key level, and why is because if we go up there, I think many people will get stopped out. Okay, I know guys right now are selling the dollars, and I think there is a good reason for it. Somewhere here, I think it's a good place to try short on the dollar. But I think if it starts getting above the 97.85, that's when the market can really start squeezing. Okay, so if you are selling the dollar at any point or somewhere here, you need to put your stop losses there, and that's why I think everyone's thinking the same thing, because above that, I think then we might have a false breakout, and the false breakout, the false breakout is just below this trend line here, right? It's a long-term trend line just below. So if we start getting above and close above the trend line, I think we have a huge false breakout here, which might lead to the move back to 98.7065, sorry, so 98.65 first, and then probably the highs again. Okay, so keep that in mind on the dollar, guys. So keeping things very simple. If you look at the euro, pretty much the same thing, really. Going up with the strength of the dollar, and we are at the zone, guys, which is the 111 handle. Okay, keep things very simple. 111, it's key, guys. Okay, it closed below 111 today, let's say 1080, something like this. I think that's a little bit bearish. Okay, more than people think. So if we do close like that, you can expect something like this to happen, I believe. Okay, so we are in support right now. Selling here, very risky, very risky selling here now. I think today probably is not the best day to trade the euro or even the dollar itself, right? Because I think they are in some key levels that you need to know where they will close today for you to make future trades. If you trade, swing trade or day trade or something like that. Okay, so if you're a scalper, I think that doesn't really worth anything to you. I think you can still make trades here and there, but if you are like me, like that swing type of trading, I think you need to wait and see where we're gonna close on this dollar pair. So that's the euro there. So 111 is key. If we do close above the 11, guys, I'll be watching this 1060 target next. Okay, that's a huge area here. Okay, resistance, guys, it's this 1150 area. So okay, so if the market stops here, start moving up 1050, I think, and I'm not gonna be surprised if we build a range here in the euro. Okay, cable, guys, very messy, right? We had this rising wedge, broke out, came to the 29, then jumped on the news, then fall with the news, and here we are. Not really sure what to do, but one thing is for sure. Okay, look at this trend line here, which for me it's quite a good reference you know. And look where the 200 moving average is. Look where the 38.2 is from the last low to the highs. So pretty much everything it's around this 127 handle. Okay, so if the market comes to this 127, I think I will take a shot. I really think, because the risk reward here is going to be amazing. Okay, let me give you an idea. So if I buy at 127, my stop loss, guys, will be around the 26 40, and the target to the highs again. You can see here nearly 5-to-1 risk reward. So I think that is crazy. Doing something here, is it worth it? Do you see anything here? I personally don't. I'm hoping that the market really goes, the close to the 127 as possible, so I can make a trade. But here, I think it's very difficult to make any trades, open new trades now. Okay, so I think timing here, it's key. So you need to wait for the right time, I believe. Dollar Canadian, this is the one I'm watching, guys. Okay, so let me show you in more detail here what I'm thinking and what I'm looking at. So the dollar Canadian here, if you look longer term, weekly chart, you can see we have a really strong trend. Okay, trend line here. So you can see how many lines we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are in the 5th time, pretty much. Testing that trend line. As you can see, we just went below where the 200 moving average is on the weekly. So that is key. If you look the daily, the daily chart here, and if you connect to these two lows here, you can see we pretty much touched that by the pip, and now here we are. So I'm long this pair. It's small, but I'm long, but I'm only gonna get more long if we start breaking these 130-150. If we do start breaking the 30-150, guys, that's when I want to be large, because then we have probably a first breakout below the range. We have a really nice test of the trend line. It's now really reversing, and I think that we will come here, okay, around the top of the range again, 33.50. One thing also to keep an eye is this oil. Okay, guys, look at this daily chart and look how powerful this 50 is. And oil is not really bouncing with some news that I was expecting to bounce. With the risk of Syria or anything, nothing like that is really making the oil moving up. So I think also we have pretty much a kind of a triangle building up here, maybe something like this, really starting to build. But if we do start breaking the 50, guys, that's when things can really get nasty. So that's positive for this dollar Canadian to move up, of course. So this is the risks I'm thinking at. I think it's a really good place. If the dollar Canadian start making new lows, let's say start sliding, I think this S1 of today is really key. So 30.68. I think I will try along there once again. And and I'm talking about a risk of here about 60 pips or so. So I'm not, it's not a day trade. It's not something like that. I'm willing to hold this trade for days or weeks even. But for now, there is no, I'm not convinced that we still have a bottom in place. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm only going to say, okay, now we have a bottom. Now I can really go, really heavy. It's if and when we break the 31.50. That's when I will really feel comfortable holding this trade and really let it, work it itself. Okay. Another one, dollar Swiss, guys. So dollar Swiss here is pretty much at the at resistance, pretty much. So you can see the euro at support, dollar index as pretty much kind of a resistance zone. And now dollar Swiss in resistance, as you expect. So nothing huge here. So it's the question is, what do you think the dollar is going to do next? Is the dollar continue to move up? Is the dollar, this is only a correction? It's all about what you think it can happen in the future. So if you do think the dollar is going to reverse, it's going to start moving lower again, this is the perfect place for you to start building the dollar Swiss shorts, but if not, this thing can start moving up again. Very choppy market, I have to say. I think the easiest trade was this one after, a break of this trend line. I think that was a really nice trade to take. But now, it's all about what you think, and the risk reward here as well it's quite amazing, right? If you sell at the zone, put your stop losses here, target at the support. You can see here we have 3-to-1 risk reward trade, but it's all about what you think the dollar is going to do. So don't get heavy in one side of the dollar right now. Okay, don't sell, don't buy the euro, and sell the dollar Swiss, because that's pretty much the same trade, or buy the cable or anything like that. So be a little bit careful. I think it's not the right time for you to start really jumping into many dollar positions right now. I think we should wait for more conviction of the market. Okay. Dollar yen. So this is one I'm watching. Okay, we're pretty much twice now. We tried to go above the zone here, which was key resistance, now support. We are below. You can say here, we were quite bearish, but now look, we are jumping again. So we are doing pretty much the same thing we did here, pretty much, right? Huge move. Of course, we have 1 hour and 50 minutes to go, but look, it's really bouncing. And let me change here a few things here. So this might be a channel, not a flag. I think let's check together, and let's compare, and let's talk why maybe this is not a flag. Okay, so if I zoom out, okay, on the 4-hour chart, can this be a flag? I think it can, because of how long the pole is. Okay, so I think, but we need to reverse now, pretty much. I think if we spend about if we don't reverse before the 24th, so if we don't reverse today, if we don't really break this until tomorrow morning, I think then we have to give up on the idea. But if we do start breaking today higher outside of this channel here, then I think you can still think it's a flag. I think that, of course, I'm not, and I don't recommend you to measure the flag as correctly as it is, which is like this, right? This is the right way of measuring the flag. I don't think doing this, it's really going to that target, because it's how big it is. We are talking here about 110. Is this possible? Yeah, it can, but I think I would probably use resistance to close some of part of your trades, things like that. Okay, playing a little bit safe. Okay, let's say, because of the risk we have around politically risks we have currently at the market. Keep in mind bonds, bonds are in a critical area here. Pretty much, we had another reverse of this zone, but this can easily go back there again. Okay, I was thinking this is a triangle. I don't think it is, because of the double top we have in place here. I don't think it is a triangle anymore. But it's one thing to keep in mind. If you see these lows go, then I think the dollar can really bounce. The dollar yen can really bounce. Okay, so that's dollar yen. Let's have a quick look on the Aussie here. So the Aussie had a really nice jump. We said the risk now to come to these highs was quite high. It did came to that zone, and then now we are here again. So, but am I really willing to sell here right now? I don't think I am. I think we are at support right now. But if we do come around this place here, guys, okay, if we do come to this square here that we draw, that's where I really want to sell the Aussie, okay, because then I will use the trend line as a reference of where to enter and where to exit. So that's where I think the line is. I think that's where the risk reward is as well. So I'm hoping that we get there, okay, because I'm still not in a trade on this pair, but we are support. So selling here right now, it's quite a crazy thing to do. So let's see what can happen on the next few days, what can happen dollar as well. But if we do come to that 69 area on the Aussie, that's where I really want to start adding some short positions. The QE is a little bit stronger, actually, right? You can see this also on the Aussie QE, really, right? Pretty much falling there. So the QE is quite strong, but where am I willing to sell? And I was looking to this place that we are currently at, but I was expecting the market to really make a new high and then reverse. Hopefully that can still happen. Let's see. But I think this place here is where I think you should try a sell position, really. This place here, whether it's 100 moving average is or just above this high here. Something like this to happen, I think, because the risk reward here is amazing as well. So came shy of it, I'm hoping and see if the market doesn't really get there, then I'm out. I'm not doing anything. If it gets there, then it's perfect. Yeah. So I think that's all we covered. I think all the majors, right? So the euro, pound, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, Aussie Kiwi, dollar Canadian, we all covered. So that's great. So let's watch other markets. So gold, gold still in a triangle mode. Okay, nothing really to do here. I think it's all about being a patient, being, or selling at the top line and buying at the bottom. Pretty much that's what you can do. Meanwhile, while we don't break this, if we do break higher, then I'll be watching this upper line here. We already have three highs, guys, so it's a really nice trend line to work with. If we break above the triangle, maybe try another short there. But if we do break below, if we start breaking this trend line here lower, that's where I think you should, be watching and be ready to get shorts of golds. I think, a lot of people are already buying this, thinking, of how the price behavior it is, and I quite agree with that. But at the same point, sometimes the market holds, then really gets sold, and then it gets into a premium price, let's say, and then that's where it reverses. So, a lot of people buying here thinking we are in a kind of a channel of a flag or something like that, but it's still, you only call a flag when you start breaking outside of the channel. Okay, keep that in mind. I see lots of times the market making kind of a looking look of a flag, but then never really start breaking higher, start really actually doing the opposite, breaking lower, and that's when it shocked people, and you can see a huge move down. So be careful, okay? Be careful being too bullish the gold yet, okay? I'm only gonna start being really bullish gold if we start breaking this big trend line here. That's where then I said, okay, now it's bullish again. Let's think about long positions. But while we're still below, I think you should look lower, maybe. Okay, I think the risk reward is there to be short. To be honest, let's look at the market. So let me. While we can also have a quick look. Let's look at equities. So equities had a selling pressure yesterday, but we're still above this kind of a zone of support, really, right? So nothing really. Does it change your bias? Does it change to bearish? Not sure, not sure yet. But I think, while we're still above this S1 of today, I think we are. I think we still okay. A range kind of mode market. So while we're still above the S1 of today, I think you should look to opportunities to get long. If we start breaking this low here from the 18th, that's when things get, a little bit, something can really come and give some good moves. And then I'll be targeting around this 2960 area, which is where this blue line is, and you can see how big support this area is, really, right? So it's huge area to work with. Let me delete this line. Let me actually bring this to here. There we go. So this is huge area next if that S1 breaks today. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. DAX. The DAX actually made a new low today, made a new high. Actually, new high, not new low. Now we are pretty much in the middle of the range. This is pure range mode market, guys. Okay, so it's very easy to notice, right? You only trade when you touch one of these two purple lines, and pretty much that's it right now, I think. So if the DAX comes here, that's where you should look to buy. But we are in the middle of the range right now, so keep that in mind. Let's see what can happen during the day, but that's how you can trade the range on the DAX here. In my view, don't forget the weekly breakout that we had above the trend line. We're still very bullish, I think, here. The DAX, I think it's one of those that you should look to start buying in a opportunity to the long side. But, we need to maintain above, let's say, the 12,500. That's where I think the bullish and bearish line is at the moment, okay? Bitcoin, not really doing much, right? Very quiet, still there in a kind of this range withdrawal on the 4 hour, not really doing nothing, really, this is the place you probably should look to buy a little bit lower maybe, but still, risk reward kind of view. This is favored to this favors the upside somewhere here where we are now. But if we start breaking, this low here, that's where you can you can expect some good moves to come. Keep in mind, I still believe that the Bitcoin on the long term can reach somewhere the 6,000, maybe 6,000, 6,300 mark. I'm still thinking that can happen. Okay, I can still think that can happen on the Bitcoin market. And I think that's all, guys. I think I showed everything, showed even oil already before. I think that's all for today. So thanks so much. Sorry for not being here yesterday. Actually, I had meetings all day yesterday. But here we are. We are back, and I'm here tomorrow as well in the morning to give updates on what we can expect and give you an update on these charts that we just saw right now. So thanks so much, guys, for being here. Please, if you didn't subscribe to the channel, please do help us out. We are looking to expand the channel, doing even more videos to you guys, provide other tools. So if you can, please subscribe to our channel so we can expand our services. And thanks so much. I hope you have a great day. Take care, guys, and goodbye.